Hello everyone, and welcome back to Travel with Brian. On today's video, we'll be returning to the United States for another ranking of the top 10 states. However, you most likely will wish that your state does not rank in the top 10 of this list. Every day, millions of Americans travel by road, whether it is for their daily commute, vacation, delivering goods, or any other purpose. Nearly every American regularly relies on road travel. While road travel is generally very safe, there is still always an inherent risk of a serious injury or death whenever you travel by road, either as a driver or passenger. Just like other categories, every state is different when it comes to road safety. Some states have a high reputation for safe drivers, well-kept roads, and strictly enforced driving laws. Other states are the complete opposite. While there is not any specific reason why some states have more dangerous roads than others, usually the more dangerous states have at least one of the following characteristics: a dense population, aggressive drivers, poor road maintenance, geographic challenges, loose enforcement of traffic laws, or a more accepting culture of driving under the influence of alcohol. On today's episode, we'll be reviewing the top 10 most dangerous states for road travel. While there are many different criteria for what makes a state's roads safe or dangerous, I'll solely be basing this ranking on the road fatality rate based on the 2021 records. If you have any opinions regarding the roads in these states, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get to the countdown. Starting off at number 10, we have the Commonwealth of Kentucky. In 2021, there were 734 fatal car accidents in Kentucky that resulted in the loss of 806 lives. Of these deaths, approximately 62% occurred in a rural area, 49% involved only a single vehicle, and 52% did not wear a seatbelt. Approximately 24% of these fatalities involved the use of alcohol. Overall, Kentucky has a rate of 1.68 fatalities per 100 million road miles traveled. Next up, at number 9, we have the state of Oklahoma. In 2021, there were 681 fatal car accidents in Oklahoma that resulted in the loss of 762 lives. Of these deaths, approximately 57% occurred in a rural area, slightly over 50% involved multiple vehicles, and 49% were reported to have not been wearing a seatbelt. Just over 25% of these fatalities involved the use of alcohol. Overall, Oklahoma has a rate of 1.7 fatalities per 100 million road miles traveled. Coming in at number 8, we have the state of Florida. In terms of the number of fatalities, Florida ranks second in the US behind California with 3,738 fatalities, resulting from 3,451 crashes in 2021. Of these deaths, approximately 79% occurred in an urban area, just over 50% involved multiple vehicles, and 46% were reported to have not been wearing a seatbelt. Approximately 27% of these fatalities involved the use of alcohol. Overall, Florida has a rate of 1.72 deaths per 100 million road miles traveled. At number 7, we have the state of West Virginia. In 2021, there were 257 fatal car accidents in West Virginia that resulted in the loss of 280 lives. Of these deaths, approximately 62% occurred in a rural area, 56% involved only a single vehicle, and approximately 40% were reported to have not worn a seatbelt. Approximately 23% of these fatalities involved the use of alcohol. Overall, West Virginia has a rate of 1.74 fatalities per 100 million road miles traveled. Next up, at number 6, we have the state of Montana. In 2021, there were 222 fatal car accidents in Montana that resulted in 239 fatalities. Of these deaths, approximately 76% occurred in a rural area, 70% involved only a single vehicle, and 60% were reported to have not worn a seatbelt. Montana also ranked as the number 1 state by the percentage of alcohol-related road fatalities, with nearly 44% of road fatalities involving the use of alcohol. Overall, Montana has a rate of 1.77 fatalities per 100 million road miles traveled. Coming in at number 5, we have the state of Louisiana. In 2021, there were 887 fatal car accidents across Louisiana that resulted in the loss of 972 lives. Of these deaths, approximately 58% occurred in urban areas, 54% involved a single vehicle, and 53% were reported to have not worn a seatbelt. Nearly 31% of road fatalities involved the use of alcohol. Overall, Louisiana has a rate of 1.78 fatalities per 100 million road miles traveled. Next up, at number 4, we have the state of New Mexico. In 2021, there were 427 fatal car accidents across New Mexico that resulted in the loss of 481 lives. Of these deaths, 54% occurred in rural areas, 57% involved a single vehicle, and 60% were reported to have not worn a seatbelt. New Mexico ranks third on this list by the percentage of alcohol-involved fatalities, with just over 30%. Overall, New Mexico has a rate of 1.79 fatalities per 100 million road miles traveled. At number 3, we have the state of Arkansas. In 2021, Arkansas had 631 fatal car accidents that resulted in the loss of 693 lives. Of these deaths, 59% occurred in a rural area, 52% involved a single vehicle, and 52% were reported to have not worn a seatbelt. Just under 27% of these fatalities resulted from the use of alcohol. Overall, Arkansas has a rate of 1.8 fatalities per 100 million road miles traveled. Coming in at number 2, we have the state of Mississippi. In 2021, Mississippi had 697 fatal car accidents, resulting in the loss of 772 lives. Of these deaths, 59% occurred in a rural area, 54% involved a single vehicle, and the records weren't detailed enough regarding the use of seatbelts. Of the 10 states on this list, Mississippi ranks last for the percentage of alcohol-involved road deaths, with approximately 20%. Overall, Mississippi has a rate of 1.89 fatalities per 100 million road miles traveled. Before I get to number 1, I would be remiss if I didn't give a proper message about road safety. While I am creating this video to educate you about different states, I hope that I am also able to spread the message that you will be much safer on the road if you wear a seatbelt, and that drinking and driving are never a good combination. While I am sure that my viewers are all aware of this information, I hope that this will provide an additional lesson about ways to minimize your risk of serious injury or death on the road. Finally, at number 1, we have the state of South Carolina. I spent quite a while researching road accidents in South Carolina in order to find an explanation as to why the state has such dangerous roads. While I was not able to find one specific reason, several sources indicated that one of the primary reasons is the terrible condition of South Carolina's roads and the lack of ongoing maintenance. This problem is even worse in rural areas. In 2021, there were 1,112 fatal car accidents in South Carolina, resulting in the loss of 1,198 lives. Of these deaths, 55% occurred in a rural area, 52% involved a single vehicle, and about 50% were reported to have not been wearing a seatbelt. South Carolina also ranks second on this list for the percentage of alcohol-involved deaths, with over 33%. Overall, South Carolina has a rate of 2.08 deaths per 100 million road miles traveled. Before I go, I just wanted to say thank you very much to each and every one of you for watching my video today. I hope that I was able to entertain and educate you, and I hope that you will join me again. Until next time, this has been Travel with Brian.